Shit.
Yes.
What the hell do they want from me?
I don't know, but if you don't want to find out, I suggest you get out of there.
How?
I can guide you, but you must do exactly as I say.
Okay.
Retain gang, what's poppin', man? This your boy Tay, back at y'all again with another video, man. Peace, love, and abundance to everybody that's tapped in right now. I show my gratitude, man. If y'all want to support the channel, I'll leave all my links in my description. Make sure y'all check out the Retain Gang community, especially if you're having trouble on your journey, man. This is a great space for you to receive help. All right. Now, you know, times are about to get spooky. It's about to get real crazy out here. You got Halloween coming up. You know, you got all these holidays back to back where it's going to get very energetic. And it's also going to be a lot of energy harvesting. People acting crazy. People acting out of character. So you really going to have to be on your P's and Q's, bro. You're going to have to be in your higher self. All right. To navigate this forest that we about to go through, this dark valley that we about to enter. Now, I can't tell you how to connect to your higher self, right? I can tell you how I do it, but you have to have that relationship yourself. I can remind you to connect back and I can guide you, you know, in the right direction, but I cannot build that relationship with yourself. I can't tell you how to connect to yourself. All right, so you got to figure that out for yourself. You know, meditation, there's a lot of different things, going outside, grounding, right? That's what I do. Or just simply ask, higher self, talk to yourself. I need your help. I need your guidance, right? Simple. But what I can do is I can give you signs that let you know that you're operating in your higher self. Y'all like this, right? Y'all connected. Y'all working together, all right? One of the ways that I know that I'm in my higher self is I start moving in a flow-like state. It's almost like I have so much peace, so much joy within myself. I have no fear. I have no worries. It's like ultra instinct. You know how Goku or even the angels, how they're able to just automatically dodge attacks or attack back, right? They don't have to even think about moving out the way, moving out of danger. It's going to naturally happen. That's sort of like what you feel like when your higher self is activated, man. It's like you're just going to do things automatically that's going to be aligned with your safety, with your higher purpose. All right. It's just going to happen, man. Like, and I love that feeling because I just feel like, man, like I'm on top of the world. Like, can't nothing touch me. I just feel like everything that's meant for me is just on my path, bro. I don't have to work hard. I don't have to struggle for anything. It's just there. And that's how you're supposed to feel. You know, remember in Bad Boys, the newest one where Martin, you know, he had that spiritual awakening and he was walking out in traffic. He was, you know, telling Will like, yo, I'm okay. I can do this because I know that everything's going to be okay. It's not my time yet. And throughout that whole movie, you know, he was just moving in his higher self, man, because he already knew everything was fine. You see what I'm saying? And that's sort of like what happens with you, bro. Like your higher self knows everything already. So you don't have to worry about anything. Your higher self is all knowing. Your higher self is the connection to source. So it's our lower self that makes us feel fear and anxiety and things like that because it's in the game. You know, it's playing the game in real time. So it don't have that knowledge of what our higher self has. So that's why when you're in your lower self, you'll notice that you're on guard. You on edge, you have more anxiety, you have fear, right? Because that's protecting you. Fear protects you in your lower self, right? Because that's you having some type of discernment of danger. But when you're in your higher self, you don't have no fear. You're going to just move out of danger naturally, right? You're going to walk the right path naturally, man. It ain't nothing that you got to think about. Another sign that you're tapped into your higher self is that you're going to have this urge to clean up your space, to clean yourself up, right? You're not going to want to be around a lot of clutter. So you're going to have this urge to free up space. If you got a dirty room or you got, clothes all over the place, trinkets and stuff all over the floor, you might look at that as a solid object, but on the material realm, right, those are molecules. That's stagnant energy that's sitting around and it's taking up space. So spiritually, you feel that, and it bears down on your energy, all right, which makes you feel heavy. It's gonna make you feel more pressure. So when you clean up, you notice that you feel lighter, right? Y'all let me know in the comment section, when you clean up around you, don't you feel lighter? Don't your house feel lighter? Doesn't everything just feel like a weight was lifted off your shoulders? You feel that, right? Because you just removed stagnant energy. It's a real thing. There is no such thing as a solid object. Even this couch is molecules, right? And my energy field contacts the energy field of this couch, which allows me to sit on it, which allows me not to go right through it. See what I'm saying? So you'll notice that you don't want to be in a dirty spot. Every time I'm in my higher self, man, I'm just up, I'm active, I'm cleaning up. My space is always tidy, And also, when you're affirming yourself, or even if you're trying to receive blessings, right? If you got a cluttered home or a dirty space, when you're trying to receive information, light codes, even blessings, it gets trapped in that stagnant energy. And this is why sometimes you guys are not receiving what you're asking for. Or sometimes you create blocks in your life. That's why you got all this heavy stagnant energy that's absorbing what's meant for you. So what I'm saying, when I clean my space up, I notice that things flow to me. I start to receive abundance. So you got to be mindful of what you surrounding yourself with. Your environment. Your environment plays a huge role in your energy. Okay? So, it's the animal ka, or the lower self, that doesn't mind being in a dirty spot. It doesn't mind clutter, right? You look at a dog or a low vibrational animal, you know what I'm saying? They ain't worried about cleaning up. They're not worried about it. A dog take a dump right in front of you and not think twice about it. You know what I'm saying? Cats, on the other hand, they're more spiritual, they're more high vibrational. So you'll see them, they'll go somewhere private. You know what I'm saying? You're not even gonna know a cat did his thing. You're not even gonna smell a cat. That's how clean they are. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference. So get yourself right, keep your environment clean, and you'll notice your higher self being activated a lot easier too. Now, another sign that you're in your higher self, you'll notice that you start having ideas flow to you easily and just freely. Your creativity, amplifies, man. You start just sitting down, like I could sit right here and just have all type of creative thoughts about what I should do next. When it comes to my business, when it comes to just any problems that I have, right? See, what I tend to do is I ask a lot of questions. I'm always talking to my higher self, right? And that's another way that you build that connection, is talking to your higher self. Just like you talk to friends, just like you talk to your girlfriend, and the more y'all conversate, y'all build a bond, a connection. You gotta do that with yourself. You can't be afraid to talk to yourself. You gotta ask questions. Because the more you communicate, you build trust, right? It's about building trust in yourself, in your higher self, in your lower self. And that's going to create confidence between all three. See what I'm saying? So now it's not going to be that hard for you to activate or be aligned with your higher self. It's going to just be like this, because that's your best friend. You just forgot that was your best friend. See what I'm saying? So it's about getting back and reconnecting. But you'll notice that you're going to be more creative, right? I can sit here and have an issue that I need to solve, and I could just ask the question, how do I get out of this situation? And then next thing you know, I'm getting all these ideas of what I can do. In my lower self, I didn't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, this is it, bro. I'm not going to get out of this situation. And then I start speaking to my higher self, and next thing you know, the solution came. And then I'm like, wow, bro, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was. That was an easy fix. But I was so worried about it because I was in my lower self. And my lower self, it doesn't have all the answers. It's not all knowing. You know, your higher self is all knowing, bro. It can see every angle of your life, every choice that you make. It can see where it's going to lead you, right? Because it can see it's in the fourth dimension. It can see past, present, and future. That's why it's important. You got to tap in and communicate. Why not communicate with a version of yourself that can see where you're going and where you've been and where you at right now? Why wouldn't you want to make that your best friend? You know what I'm saying, bro? You got a personal navigator. A personal navigator, bro, at hand 24/7. You know, so, you know, get reacquainted with that, bro. That's one of your powers too. You got all type of abilities that you forgot about. You know, it's all about activating those abilities again. Activate your personal navigation system, man, and let it guide you. It ain't gonna steer you wrong. You feel what I'm saying? So it's important for us to navigate and use that guidance system that we have through these times, bro. Because like I said, this is a very important time energetically, where if you're not careful, your energy can be harvested. You notice you start seeing a lot of negativity being pushed during this time of the year, right? For a reason. If I can get your attention, if I can get your energy, I can make my reality manifest. All right? So you need to make sure that you are retaining your energy to make your manifestations come true. Make your reality come true and not make somebody else's. All right? Stop building up these people's reality and build your own reality. You have the power to do that. And as the veil gets thinner, your ideas and your imagination becomes more powerful. It becomes more IRL, in real life. You feel me? And don't try to force anything, man. Let it happen naturally. You know what I'm saying? But know yourself. All right, guys? I say this all the time. Get to know yourself. If you don't learn anything from this video, you learn that. Get to know yourself, man. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Over and over again until you get the answers. All right? Say it over and over 1,000 times. Who am I? All right? So with that being said, y'all let me know in the comment section how y'all feel about the video. Peace, love, and abundance. And I'm out.